Everyone thought my grandma was just a quiet old woman. Until the night her hidden skill became the only thing that could save us. Just someone who sat in her rocking chair, knitting and smiling politely. But on the night everything in our family fell apart, when the storm knocked out the power and fear filled the house, Grandma revealed a secret skill so unexpected, so powerful, that it changed the fate of our family forever. Grandma reached into her past, unleashing a skill she'd hidden for decades, a skill that would rescue us all. I never paid much attention to Grandma. She was quiet, slow-moving, and always humming the same strange tune. But the night the storm hit, the night secrets broke loose and tempers snapped. That tune became the thread that pulled our entire family back from collapse. Her hidden gift was the one thing none of us ever saw coming. Our family had been falling apart for months, arguments, financial stress, and a strange tension that made our home feel colder than winter. My parents barely spoke. My brother stayed out late. I walked around with a knot in my chest. Grandma, however, watched it all silently from her corner chair, knitting as if nothing was wrong. But I should have known Grandma never watched trouble without a plan. One stormy evening, the power went out across the neighborhood. We gathered in the living room, trapped in the dark with only the sound of wind shaking the windows. That's when Grandma slowly stood up, something she rarely did anymore, and asked us to sit in a circle. No one questioned her. She lit a single candle and placed it in the center. Then she closed her eyes and began to hum. It wasn't a melody I recognized. It was old, haunting, and somehow comforting. The room felt different, as if her voice was stitching us together the way her hands stitched yarn. Suddenly she spoke. She recalled every secret wound in our family. She named them, without hesitation: Dad's unspoken fear of failure, Mom's loneliness, my brother's confusion, my own silent sadness. No one had told her any of this, but she knew. She always knew. Her real skill wasn't knitting. It was listening deeply and seeing what we tried to hide. Her voice shook as she said, "Storms don't break families. Secrets do." One by one she guided us to speak truths we had buried for years. There were tears, confessions, apologies, and a strange relief I had never felt before. It was as if Grandma's humming had unlocked all the gates around our hearts. By the time the power returned, the tension was gone. The storm outside had passed, but more importantly, so had the storm inside our home. That night, I realized Grandma's secret skill wasn't magic or mystery. It was her ability to bring people back to themselves, to make us remember who we were before the anger and fear took over. She saved our family not with force, but with patience. Not with advice, but with understanding. And when she smiled at us afterward, I felt something I hadn't felt in months: peace. Since then, whenever life gets noisy, I sit quietly and try to hear what's really being said behind the silence, the same way Grandma always did. Because her skill didn't just rescue our family. It became the legacy that guides me every single day. If this story touched your heart even a little, hit like, share it with someone who needs warmth today, and subscribe so you never miss another story that reminds us what kindness truly looks like this Christmas. Your comment might be the hope someone else reads this holiday season.